What it do, beautiful people? It's your boy B Evans back at it again. Today we are here with Sword Saturday. So you guys voted all week, and I tallied up the votes, and the winner was Sword number 8. Before we get into it though, and into the cleaning, I do just want to commemorate this video to Akira Toriyama. Um, I just learned yesterday, the day before I recorded this, that he passed away on March 1st of 2024. And he's most commonly known as the creator of the Dragon Ball series. He published lots of other mangas such as Dr. Slump. But Dragon Ball is what really brought me to him. And Dragon Ball was a huge part of my experience growing up, from just watching it on TV to going to my cousin's house and they had like box sets, to playing the games on my PlayStation 2, and so on and so forth. Dragon Ball has become, it has shaped me to be just not only the anime fan, but just the person I am today, just because of the lessons you can learn not only from Dragon Ball but all anime. And even if you didn't watch Dragon Ball, if you've never watched it, an anime that you watch or love has been influenced by it. Like he's no longer on this earth with us, but his legacy will live on forever. Like I have just a bunch of stuff here that I've collected over the years, from big pins to Dragon Balls to Funko Pops. So yeah, I've been a fan of him for years, and it'd be like, whenever somebody wanted to give me a gift, Dragon Ball was the easy option. So I've even got 2 sets of the Dragon Balls, which is absolutely crazy. But I was dedicated. I remember being 17, had my first job, and first thing I bought was some, Dragon Ball merch. I made sure to have me at least one set of Dragon Balls. The second set was a gift. But like, it's been like, I got a Dragon Ball shirt, Dragon Ball do-rag. Like his influence is everywhere. The reason I collect swords is because I got into anime because of Dragon Ball. So I just wanted to just make that little note and speak on that before I get into anything. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So the reveal is blade number. Oh, okay. Here we go. Ugh. So we got blade 8. I'm gonna come to the camera so y'all can see it. And so here it is, blade number 8. This one I got at an anime convention. I want to say YumaCon 2021, 22. No, there was no. Yeah, one of those two. But it has been one of my favorites because blue is my favorite color. And I just absolutely love this one. And so it's been a minute since I've cleaned it. Usually you're supposed to clean it. I try to clean them every other month, but I just got away from it. This year's been quite a doozy. So gonna be cleaning this for the first time in a while now. I'm excited about this one. This is really, really beautiful. So I'm gonna set the side here. So normally you can use like you can get kits. I got these off of Amazon or like a local anime. Well, I don't know about your anime stores, but mine anime store sells swords. That's where I got a couple of these swords from. But in the kits, they come with a couple different things. So we're gonna be using these later on. But this is what usually what a kit looks like. And I'll explain what they're used for later on. There are, cloths that come in some of the kits that you can use to clean. This kit, I used them all, so I will be using just toilet paper. Just, some quick and easy. So first thing you're gonna want to do is just wipe down the oil or excess dirt or anything off of the blade. You want to hold the blade facing away from you and just pinch around it and just go the length of the blade all the way through. Might have to do that a couple times. This one has a groove in it, so I'm going over the groove specifically by itself. And then the blade once more. And it's important to keep it facing away from you because you don't want to cut yourself. If your sword is sharpened or if it's not sharpened, you still want to be careful. Alright, so once you're sure you've got it all nice and wiped off, check it, make sure you've got everything. I'm paranoid, so I'm going to do one more. Make sure to get the tip. Okay. So, now that it's clean, the next step you're going to want to do is to make sure you've got all the excess oil and dirt. You're going to take one of these. These are called Uchiko balls. And what it is essentially is just some minerals, powder inside of a cloth. And you're just going to lightly tap this across the blade. And what this does is the powder on it is going to start to form on the blade, and that's going to soak up all the excess oil. So as you can see here, it's starting to form up. And then you also do the other side of the blade. And it's not, smacking it on there. It's just a light tap. It doesn't take much to get it off. Okay, so we got it nice dusty. So now we've got it nice and dusted up, making sure all the excess oil is off of there. Take another piece and clean it off. Again, just keep the blade facing away from you. Also to note, be very careful when handling the blade, because you don't want to get touch it with your bare fingers, because even the small amounts of oil from our fingertips and from the human body can cause your blade to rust if left on there. So just be careful of that. So now that we've got our blade extra clean, now it's time to apply the sword oil or mineral oil. It depends on which kit you get. Sometimes it's mineral oil, sometimes it's other things, but it's as long as you have something for it. So I'm running out, so but you can get it on Amazon, again, local. If you go to like any usually gun or blade stores, they might have the oil in there. It all just depends on your area. You don't need to put a lot on there, just a little bit. A little goes a long way for sure. You can pour it directly on the cloth or directly on the sword. I'm going to be applying mine directly on since I just only have a little bit. And that's where this little blood groove comes in handy. And it's only just like a drop. I usually do like a drop or two in 3 different spots. That way you can preserve the oil. You don't want to put too much oil on there, because then that creates moisture that stays on there while it's in the saya, and it could potentially bring about rust. And so you just want to take your cloth and actually, I think I do have more. That's in the other one. There we go. So I do have more cloth like these that came with another set. You're just going to want to take it and just, again, blade facing away from you, and just wipe it on there. I just want to make sure it gets a good little, if you want to let it drip on your blade a little bit so it spreads out a little bit more, get an even coat, you can do that as well. Got a nice clean shine on here. So we just, let's do to one side, we do to the other. There we go. So again, just a couple drops along the length of the blade. A little goes a long way. And just let the oil travel. Now, blade facing away. You also want to make sure to get the back of the blade as well. And then we're going to go ahead and go over this side one more time. And if you are perfectly fine to wear gloves when you want to do this as well, just to make sure no oil gets on your hands and make sure your hands don't touch the blade. All right. And so now you check the blade. Make sure that there's no excess oil, there's no spots on there or anything like that. So now you can see how it shines. So yeah, and that is all we have for Sword Saturday. Make sure to vote. I will be posting a poll up along with this video. So vote. Make sure you want to see the sword you want to see. But until next time. Also, be very careful when you are sheathing the blade. You want to use blade side up and just slowly slide it across. And there you go. So that's all I have for Sword Saturday. You guys make sure to vote on the next poll and make sure to pick out which one you'd like to see next. yeah, I will be posting the full video on YouTube, and then the shorts will be on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. So you guys have a good night. Be safe. Be blessed. More importantly, be rad.